Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2041 of What You Up To Now. My initials are She, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom. So several years ago, actually a couple thousand days worth of videos ago, I started documenting my journey via this video log, primarily because I have vision challenges, and I was like, okay, how am I going to keep track of what I'm doing still in a sort of timely way, and share the lessons that I'm learning along the way as I'm going through this particular journey. And the journey was transitioning from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. Spent, almost 5 decades. I say that through gritted teeth because I can't believe it's been so long. Owning and operating and running different businesses in different industries, while simultaneously over a quarter century of that working as a corporate executive in really some of the coolest organizations, both private as well as Fortune and NASDAQ type companies as well. And from that, I take a lot of different experiences, some good, some bad, some really, really ugly and miserable, but they taught me a lot and have made me the person that I am today. So I'm also doing an annual challenge this year. I've been doing annual challenges for most of my life, actually, since I was probably in high school. I don't think I did them in grade school. I wasn't that wise, but in high school I started challenging myself to different things in different areas and aspects of my life. And by college and after college, really honed in on, I'm going to do something every day to make my life go in the direction I want it to. Sometimes I was super duper great about it, other times not so much. But especially following my sudden cardiac arrest in 2010, I knew that I needed to be true to myself and be myself no matter what. Like so many other people, we go through different stages of development, and mine was, who am I really? Because I was trying to please everybody else on the planet and make sure they were happy and taken care of. And I think that's what moms, and I think that's what a lot of women do. We take care of everyone else at the expense and detriment of our own well-being in different areas and aspects of our life. Me, it was physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. All of them. I was just totally whacked. And I needed to reset and reconnect with what's important to me, what were my priorities, what was really important, not what was society and everybody else, my family and friends and things and other people, what did they think was important. I had to shut all that off and really reassess and take some time becoming self-aware. And that started me on a bunch of different journeys. But I started doing annual challenges online when I came online in 2018 then. And this year's annual challenge is the Get Your Goals annual challenge. So we are focusing on how do we get our goals. We have a goal process that we set up in January. We looked at 15, 20 different frameworks and ways of setting goals, achieving goals, different goal things. And we came up with our own process. It's a 7-step process. And today we talked about step 2 of that process, which is SMART goals. And SMART goals, of course, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And we are taking our goal, communication goal this month, because this month's focus is communication, and making sure that it fits with that SMART format. And so I shared mine. Mine is to improve my written communication because of my vision challenges and other excuses and reasons I could make, which are some valid, some not, right? All of our excuses are just excuses if we're being honest with ourselves. And so I am setting it and making sure that my goal is to improve my written communication between now and the end of the year. And I've got ways to measure that: accuracy, timeliness, clarity, and effectiveness. And I've got ways to measure each of those. And then, so I went through the whole SMART framework to make sure I could have that goal fit the SMART framework. And then tomorrow we will break it down into steps. That's step 3 of the process. Our idiom for today was to talk shop. And I talked a little bit about when it is appropriate to talk shop, and I led with that, but also where and if we even should talk shop. There are places and times definitely to talk about our business and share our business with other people. And there are other places where people couldn't care less. If I'm out with my friends having cocktails and dinner, I'm probably not going to talk shop, depending on the friends. If they're work friends, yes. If they're not work friends, no. If I am at a wedding for my niece or nephew, I'm not going to talk shop unless I'm specifically asked about my business, my life, etc., and how things are going. So we need to be cognizant of that all the time. Is it appropriate? Is it necessary? does the other person or the other party or group even care one iota about what's going on in a specific business that I've got? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. And so we need to learn to read the room and share when it's relevant and not share when it's not. So that's what I'm talking about. Saturday here in my neck of the woods. Not sure what it is in your neck of the woods. Some people are a day ahead of me. Some people are a day behind me with this podcast. So I try to be aware of that. Weekends here are super duper busy. Helping my kids out. They got a project that they're working on and kind of wrapping up. But it's been a lot of work for the last 4 weeks. And it was a timely thing. It was something that had to be done in a timely fashion. So I've been trying to help them with that. But if I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have a fantastic weekend. I will, of course, pop in tomorrow just to let people know what I'm doing, especially with the content that I create every day, the idiom for Supersize Your Business, and then the annual challenge, because I want people to be able to find the annual challenge in more than one place so that they can do the exercises and things that work for them, or be motivated to go back and say, hey, I want to do this too. I want to look at each of the different areas and aspects of my life and set goals in each of those areas. And it's available in a group if you just ask, and you can go back and join us anytime. All right. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.